Welcome back to another video of Dimensionalist. I'm a Dimensionalist. My cat was freaking following me, and I'm trying to figure out what topic I was going to do, and the cat kept following me, and it drove me nuts. And it's like right over there. And finally, after I got down a street down, it finally started not to follow me. One of the black cats, pure black cats. Sorry, dude. I wasn't trying to get dude in the video. You feel me? So look, yeah. I was gonna just think about whatever, just do another video for y'all today, because other dude was like, hey, the stories in my life. I was like, fuck, I was still someone's life. Okay, so there's been this big argument on the internet, right? I created. It's about iPhones. I don't care what no one says. At one point, cell phones are gonna get to a point to where they won't be. They can make it where it's fast enough that when you click on it, the apps will load instantly. They can integrate it to where it does that, because the app doesn't have to load anything particular, just whatever the feature or function is, other than how stylish it is and more depth to border, or however the app's there's a slideshow to apps. Like, it comes up, it says like let go and offer up and things and stuff. You sell stuff on there's a loading period, but that loading period is for a reason, for you to see something, and then something comes up. All that stuff and same features for iPhones, Android phones, and regular phones that for those apps. That dude's like, you're saying your phone is slow as iPhones, because I said that there's an app rate. I said my Android phone can move faster than iPhones because they tamper with a particular app rate. You know what I'm saying? The apps can only load but so quick based off how the operating system works. And Apple iPhones, they do that. They're never going to get, let me tell you this, guys. You're going to say, well, I can tell you, I can show you, because over the years, they're not going to have that available for you to compare and contrast. As soon as they come on another phone, they're going to make the other one slower anyway. So you can never make, you get what I'm saying? You can never make it to where you can show that there's, okay, I'll tell you this. I'm making another video in 10 years, right? I tell you, there's still going to be phones that are coming out to where there's a loading period. I mean, they're not going to make it where there's anything under a second. You know what I'm saying? They're going to make it to where you're going to wait and still buy into the concept of a faster phone. The processors are faster, don't get me wrong, because they do have a processing speed and blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, my phone can, that's because it's a different operating system. You know what I'm saying? It's loading a certain way. That's all it is. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, all these people on their phones, like, app rate. Dude's like, your app rate, your phone is going to load. I was like, no, what he's not understanding is, if I click on my app on my phone in Messenger, another dude clicks on his phone, like at the same exact time, because there's no way to do it at the same exact time, because technically you're like, oh, one went up quicker than the other. There's no way for two people to put both their fingers and say, now, there's still going to be one person that didn't press it quicker than the other. So my point is, it's still going to load up nearly as fast as another person's phone. Like, this phone I'm on now is an LG phone, and it records in HD. I can play HD videos on it, and it's a budget phone, but it works at everything I need it to do. And I'm clicking around, boom, 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 boom. I'm done. Use another phone for this, so I can do other things too, because there's a loading period on phones, and that loading period can be taken away. You know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to say is, iPhones make their phones slower, while Android phones just do whatever it is, and they're not in the consumer market and trying to take away from everybody like iPhones are. You notice how iPhones and Apple computers, they don't even have like a certification for people like me who does CompTIA Microsoft PC repair to work on Apple computers. There's technically no way to get around that stuff because they got all the code hidden. You know what I'm saying? They don't have it to where someone like me that knows computer repair that can fix something particular for Apple, you got to take it to the fucking place. I don't give a fuck if the computer getting on shit for 30 years. And he's a master computer fucking programmer from 1980s. Well, maybe he's a master programmer because I was all Linux, and Linux is based off Apple, so no, I can't really Linux den. He'd probably look at this shit and go, whoa, that's fucking crazy as fuck, why they do that. I don't give a fuck what no one says, because I'm a computer fucking geek telling you the same goddamn thing. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Yes, iPhones do get faster, but not in the way you think. You know what I'm saying? There's still going to, 10 years from now, going to be a goddamn phone that comes out that's still loading an app, it's still loading, you're still clicking on, there's still a loading period. You get what I'm saying? If I make an app, let me get this straight. Let me prove this to y'all. If I make an app and put a loading period in it, that loading period will happen. And there's fucking, there's a time duration, and then there's latency you put into programming. You get what I'm saying? You can make a 1 second load for one image. If that image is the load on let go, and it's to show let go, and let go takes 5 minutes for that image to drop, it's going to take 5 minutes on everybody's phone. That's my point at the app rate. And the dude got owned just now. You can't take that away from me. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's different apps. If you tweak them, can go quicker. But you got to tweak the apps and the APK files. That's what people don't understand with the hacking and programming and how you got to take out certain things to make certain shit happen. The dude was like, oh, you just said your phone uses the same app rate. I was like, app rate, motherfucker. The phones move at a certain app rate. All phones will do that. Regardless if you goddamn got the fastest fucking phone or I got this fucking cheap fucking phone in my hand that I bought something cheaper now, but then it was fucking expensive as fuck. You know, times change. But at one point, this phone was worth over $100 fucking, but it's not now. You get what I'm saying? Now, I don't believe, from my understanding, using different phones and new phones coming out, that my phone never gets slower. Now, I'm pretty sure they've already said some shit to where they slowed down phones, and when you buy another phone, you cannot make a compare and contrast that phone's faster or slower than the other. Because what was the first fucking 9, 10 iPhones, if they're all fucking phones that were all supposed to be the fastest anyway, or load its fastest? You get what I'm saying? There's still a loading period. That loading period will never be taken away. They're still gonna say their phone's faster and add some extra shit. Of course they're gonna put new processors in and shit because all technology is gonna change. You get what I'm saying? That's just how it is. Yeah, there's no way around that. And you get what I'm saying? Like, that's how it is. And people that are in the consumer market that are just regular customers don't know that. That's all they know is just, oh, the phone's better and that's it. I know for 100% fact from all what I've read and what Apple does, they do that to their customers. I hate to say that, iPhone users, but it's just crazy as fuck. And I came with that topic thinking about FaceTime, you know? I was like, FaceTime, everybody's talking about FaceTime shit. I don't pay attention to Apple or what people do in apps. Whatever, I already got a sequence of how I do things in life, and I do that. Now, if an app's gonna make me quicker or better to do something in my life, I'm gonna use it. You know what I'm saying? Like selling stuff. I don't use Craigslist no more. I use Let Go and Offer Up. You know what I'm saying? It's a transition like that. Not some crazy shit like I gotta use FaceTime if I got fucking Messenger on Facebook and everybody's already up there. You know? I'd rather go with something that's everybody in the fucking world than just something that's just on Apple phones. You know what I'm saying? Because they're only keeping Apple people together at that point. They're not sharing with the world. Saying they're keeping it down to one person. So I gotta look up FaceTime. I was like, what the fuck? It's not universal? Y'all motherfuckers act like it's universal and shit. This shit's only for goddamn iPhones. Like, that's gay. Like, what the fuck's the purpose of it then? That means you can only contact motherfuckers on iPhones. So basically, FaceTime's the iPhone video chat. And that's dumb as fuck. And I don't give a fuck what no one says, I could put goddamn FaceTime on my Android phone or my goddamn Windows computer. I don't give a fuck if it says all that operating system and shit and run the code and emulate and all that shit. I can emulate that goddamn stuff and make it play it on my computer if I wanted to, but I'm not gonna goddamn do that. You get what I'm saying? I was like, oh, prove it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I was thinking about earlier. You know, people like my power to shit and prove it and knock someone out and go do all these different things. I'm not gonna go, I could do it, right? But I'm not going to do everything and then there's like, you know, don't tempt thy Lord thy God. You know, we're the God stuff and what I believe. I'm not going to fucking, you know, sit there and fucking, you know, I could do it, but I don't have to do it at your rate. That's my fucking point. I don't have to do it at any moment you tell me to do it to prove something, you know? I don't have to prove nothing to no one. But I can do those fucking things. And there's no way I'm gonna play out those instructions, prepare my physical body for a particular thing, show that I can fucking do it, and then I'm like, okay, I just to come back down to exactly where I'm at now to show it to you. Fuck no, I'm not gonna do that. It doesn't matter. You do the shit yourself. You know, all the instructions for becoming a dimensionalist is on this channel, and you should fucking stick by that. Yeah, and people think I'm a fucking game, and I'm not a fucking game. I'll tell you that. But yeah, the fucking phones do that shit. And like I said, go out and do something to prove it. I don't have to prove it. You know what I'm saying? That's just those people standing around going, okay, prove this, dude. I've already proved it to a few people. I don't have to prove it to the goddamn world. You get what I'm saying? There's energy consumption in place. There's a sacrifice of mental and emotional construct that I'm already constructed and have available for my cog cords. There's so much shit you can't understand about it that I'm not going to let go of all that in my life. Well, I need that stuff there in my life for y'all just to go, You get what I'm saying? Because I can instantly, if I instantly override at that point, you're not gonna fucking like it, and those motherfuckers are not gonna like it either. You know what I'm saying? Just to prove a fucking point that I can throw a punch, and you're goddamn like, oh fuck, that little dude's goddamn powerful as fuck. Leave that goddamn fuck alone, type shit. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I'm in this less physical shape, like I said in my last video. Like I wanted to fuck chick up. I mean, fuck the dude up for the chick. Sorry, I don't fuck the chick up. The fuck up I'm saying, man. You know, fuck dude up for the chick, and. Yeah, what I was trying to prove to myself was I can get out and do something at my own calibration and be truthful with her, and that's be some dumb shit because it was just all fucking set up anyway, you know? She's like, no, I'm gonna get someone else. I was like, then why don't you just, I mean, the point of it is you want the dude fucked up, but if maybe dude broke up with her or something, she's trying to get the dude jumped or not even shot or something. She wants the dude jumped and not shot at or aimed, because then it's gonna draw attention. You see what I'm saying? And that's probably why she didn't want me to do it. But that's just to give y'all a continuation of the last video. But yeah, I wanted to show that. I guess it's a random topic I want to talk about. But now, I hope you enjoyed another video of Dimensionals. Remember, phone apps, rates, yes, they do make faster phones. All the technology changes at one point. They got to make it faster. But if they put an old computer with operating system from a long time ago, which programming has changed and people's already hacked it completely on old operating systems, that's why they don't use those operating systems no more. If they took the same technology, put that shit on Windows XP, the XP would run so fucking fast that there's nothing there for this processor to be slowed down. Now, you got Windows 10 loading all that shit, and all of a sudden that's why I say Windows 10 is gay, dude. Windows 7 and XP is the best ever. Feel me?